So I've got a pitcher of coffee, a whole jug, and I got a Heroes in Crisis issue, the newest one, number 7. And I gotta ask, I finished it. What the hell just happened? What happened in this issue? I mean, we have an issue centered around Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, Harley Quinn, Batgirl, as well as Kid Flash, Wally West, as well as Adult Flash, Barry Allen, and Batman. And Poison Ivy was seen with Kid Flash in, I believe, the Afterlife or something along those lines. We've got the dynamic duo of Harley and Batgirl doing their thing, having telling Harley not to kill Booster Gold, while Batgirl and Blue Beetle chat on the outline, talking about he's made his shield out of something connected to Blue Beetle's brain. I like the Blue Beetle, by the way, and I like this one. I like Jamie Reyes fine, but I like Ted Kord more. He's always, he was an underutilized character, and he was always Spider-Man, basically the Spider-Man that they mixed with Batman. Probably the best way you can say it. Pretty sure that's who they based Night Owl on Watchmen on. I digress. Kid Flash is telling the story. He says some poetry stuff, basically about flowers and about love and caring about things and whatnot, stuff like that. The flower comes back, and later on it is, in fact, Poison Ivy, and he tells her that she's going to have to watch him die. And he's 5 days older than the dead Flash really version. Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, 2 of the best characters underutilized. They definitely need to have a humorous series, much like Quantum and Woody from Valiant, of those 2 coming out. Maybe J.M. DeMatteis writing it or something, but basically, I don't really know what the hell happened in this issue. Harley did not kill Booster Gold, thankfully, when they're fighting. This is fighting, by the way. I don't think this is me bouncing my boobies or my jugs or my jumbly bumbly gazongs or nothing. I'm not doing a juggalo dance or nothing here, guys. Anyway, basically, it was an interesting issue. It had 2 artists working on it. It had Clayman, who the real superhero Clayman. I'm the Clayman. Morphs his face into something special because he's made of clay. Sorry, guys. And it had Travis Moore doing backup artwork. I thought it was Mitch Gerads. I thought it was who was their other artist here, but it was fine. The artwork was sufficient, I suppose. I'm not really digging it though. I have to admit, and I'm ready for the series to wrap up and just finish and move on to the next thing. Hopefully, they won't end up being all dead and so on and so forth. Batman and the Flash. The Flash is running around from place to place trying to figure out where people are, can't find them, and that's their part in the story. And it was kind of a filler issue, and I didn't really, you know what I mean. And it is a literal filler issue from what I can tell, because it was initially meant to be a 7-part series, and they added 2 extra issues. The ones that are drawn by Mitch Gerads, they said as much. Gerards, I don't know how you pronounce it. Anyway, the guy who did the Mr. Miracle series, pretty good artist. But not bad. For those interested in wanting to follow the story, I wouldn't say it was definitely necessary at all. I would say I'm ready for it to be over and move on to the next thing. And it's no doomsday clock is also what I would say. I mean, Tom King's not the worst writer at all, but this just isn't his best series. But I'm not here to hate on him. I really liked what he did with Omega Man, and I liked Mr. Miracle was entertaining. I mean, one of the issues really kind of broke my heart, where he's fighting with Darkseid, and he's got his little baby, and he's trying to keep his baby away from Darkseid. And yes, his name is Darkseid. It is not Darkseid. S-E-I-D is Seed. It's based on this tribe in New Guinea who they trade babies to not kill each other. They trade seeds to not kill each other. Exactly the story of what they do with New Genesis and Apocalypse. They trade seeds. Darkseid. That isn't Darkseid. Darkseid. Lex Luthor. Not Luthor. Namor. Not Namor. There is no hard Y in there. That is Namor. My pet peeves, people. My pet peeves. Whenever I'm watching a comic video and someone says something wrong, my vein just starts twitching in my head and giving me higher blood pressure. But I would only give the issue, honestly. The art was good and everything. I wouldn't give the issue a great rating. So I don't really want to rate it, because I feel like I'd be cruel, but I'd have to be 4.5 out of 10, man. It's not the most highly rated at all because that's just the truth. Anyway, Blackout.